Hello students, welcome to the third part of the chapter, The Freedom Struggle of 1857, Standard 8, Subject History. Let us study about the consequences of the freedom struggle. Due to the company rule, there was a growing dissatisfaction among the Indians, and the British rule had to face the struggle of 1857. It forced the British Parliament to end the rule of the company and instead take over the responsibility of ruling over the people of India through the Government of India Act 1858. According to the Government India Act 1858, Governor General was designated as a Viceroy of India. Lord Canning happened to be the last Governor General and the first Viceroy of India. A new post called Secretary of State was created in the British government to look after the affairs of India. Let us study about the Queen's proclamation after the freedom struggle of 1857. Queen Victoria of England issued a declaration addressing the people of India that all Indians were England's progeny. They will not be discriminated on the basis of race, religion, caste, or birthplace. Government services will be given on merit. Declaration was also made about that there will be no interference in the religious affairs. It was made clear that the British Crown will honor all the treaties and agreements made by the company with the rulers of princely states, and no princely state will be annexed henceforth. Change in the position of army. The proportion of British soldiers was increased in the army. English officers were placed at strategic locations. Artillery was kept exclusively in the hands of the British. There was division of military on the basis of caste. Proper care was taken to avoid the Indians to unite and rebel again against the British. Let us study the last concept of this chapter, that is, change in policy. The British accepted the policy of non-interference in social and religious aspects of Indians. They also started taking care that the Indian society will not be united on the social grounds. They saw to it that there will be constant conflicts on grounds of caste, religion, race, territory, etc. They adopted the policy of polluting the minds of Indians by following the policy of divide and rule. So in this chapter, we have studied about the freedom struggle of 1857, due to which Indians felt of giving a united fight against the British rule, and it has also become an inspiration of Indian freedom movement.